punked. I got punked yesterday. Stupid weather. I was sitting around, I realized it was beautiful. I think I was actually videoing. I may actually have it on video.
I'm finna go fly.
Yeah, and it's still, there's no wind. I was like, oh, Jen, it's butter sky. She's like, go flying. I said, yeah. I ran out and I looked, it was dark to the south. I was like, damn, that looks pretty dark. Here, look at the weather radar. Storms rushing me, like rushing up on me, like they were like boop, 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 across the radar screen. Damn, by the time I get set up, those things will be here. I just watched it and I could hear thunder. It's like, yeah, there's thunder. This is probably bad. I shouldn't go. You can hear thunder and it's coming towards you. It might kill you. Like, nah, I'll stay on the ground. Thank you, Jen, for the coffee. She brought me coffee in bed. Oh yeah, you like my bed head? This hair, man. I like it sometimes, but not necessarily in the mornings first thing because it's so scary. Sometimes I walk by the mirror and I go, ugh, it scares me. So I continued to look at the sky. It like flexed on me. You ever see these cocky ass punks in the street and they like, ooh, ooh, they kind of front on you like that. It makes you kind of, that's what the weather did to me. The weather went, ooh, and kind of fronted on me. And I was like, it just turned into a beautiful orange sunset, purple hues. My favorite kind of sky. It was a rainbow in the distance, all beautiful. I got pumped. I almost cried. It's flyable right now, but I'm like tired and stiff and old. Feet hurt. Been working all week. I barely had any time off. Got up at 5 o'clock this morning. Heard my youngest son online gaming like full force, like it was 2 in the afternoon. Jen and I looked at each other like, what the F? It's 5 a.m. and he's in here having a party online. I never got to do online gaming when I was a kid, or I probably would have done the same thing. I can't say too much. He's a good kid. Both my kids are good kids. I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I got good kids. Of course, they almost burned the house down last week. Twice. So I'm looking at the weather. Winds aloft are 2,000 feet. They're showing like 24 miles an hour. Not much on the ground. Surface is 6. 21 minus 6 is 15. That's 7.5 per 1,000 feet. That's right at the limit of if you should go. As you go up at altitude, if the wind speed increases like 8 miles an hour or more every 1,000 feet, which is probably too much of a gradient, I think what we should do is go out there and fly and see if what we feel up there matches what this shows and whether it would be good or bad to go feel that out. So let's make that the goal of the flight, is to go feel the gradient and see just how turbulent it is, going from surface winds all the way up to, oh, let's look a little higher and see what they're showing. 4,000 feet, 26 miles an hour. So yeah, that's kind of right on the borderline. Let's go see what borderline wind shear feels like. And all the wind directions are the same, showing 6 out of the south on the ground, 21 out of the south at 2,000 feet. Let's go see what that feels like. I think that's a good mission for today. Let's do that. So it's windy, and I don't think I'm going to be able to climb super high. Still debating whether or not I want to go. I think I'm going to cancel the flight. 3rd time I've said I don't know. It just doesn't look fun. I could do it, and I could do it safely, but what's the point? If it's not fun, you're not having fun. I'm going to do something else today. I've got this rule that I developed. I don't know when exactly it came along, but I don't ever remember not having it. If I have to look at it 3 times and ask myself, should I go or should I not go? If I ask myself 3 times, I don't go. And so that happened this morning. I looked at it, was like, I don't know, should I? I set up another windsock and I was like, watched it for about 10 minutes. Should I? Yeah. So I threw my gear out on the ground and then I looked at it again. It got hit with like a pretty big gust. Nothing scary. I was like, man, that would have required some input. Do I want to be putting inputs in this morning, this early? No, I don't think I do. I think I'm gonna go have some breakfast with my wife instead. Maybe look at it again this afternoon or this evening. It's just murky and low ceiling. I can't really go high like I wanted to anyway to feel the gradient. basically the gradient's right on top of the ground. It was some pretty substantial turbulence low, right on the borderline, man. That's why I wanted to go out there and feel it. And it ended up no go. No go. No go. Yeah, just it's like a rule of 3, I guess you'd call it. I don't know what I call it. I don't really have a name for it. If I have to ask myself 3 times, it's no. No go. Even though we didn't get to go fly, we did get to observe this gradient. Watch as the thermals develop, and as soon as they punch through, the wind just rips them apart. These clouds never really get tall. They just get chopped off as soon as they grow. Take 2. We'll go try to fly again. It looks about the same, but at least it's sunshiny and I can climb high. Couldn't climb high this morning because of the low overcast. I wanted some altitude. Every time. Looks like there was some overdevelopment going on, but I'm making squeeze in between it if it doesn't flare up too bad. I don't see it flaring up too bad. Oh, wait, never mind. There's a flare up right there. Yeah, I want to fly somewhere different too. I'm getting tired of the same old places. Tired of the same old tired places. Tired of it. Need to go on like a scouting mission, but the days are getting shorter. That's getting harder to do. I don't know. My mind is in a state of flux about what I should do. Should I go like east, west? I'll feel it out. I'll let y'all know where I end up. So I made it out here to Gillum Airport. Got a friend, Brad, who is on his way. Should be here just in a couple of minutes. Motor's warmed up. Gliders laid out. Overdevelopment that was going on is basically petering out. So there's nothing left. Tractor just bush hogged for us. Like, it literally couldn't get any better than this. This is so good. I feel good. Like all the boxes are ticked off for a good flight. But go down here and check out this corn maze and test out the new helmet and see how she flies, how she vlogs, and how she films. So come along with me. You would think that we don't have a water bowl for these dags. I assure you we do. I guess rainwater tastes good, huh, dog? So I just got done watching Tucker Gott's new GoPro Hero 7 video. Gotta say, I felt a little bit of jealousy. No, I'm just kidding. It was happy jealousy. Because the video that I made when I tested my GoPro Hero 7, which is this video that you're watching right here, well, you're gonna see because the audio is so terrible that I'm about to sit here and do some voiceovers because it's so terrible. And since I made this video, I've actually done some improvements. This was before I put the little fuzzy dead cat on there. I changed the angle of the mic and done some other things that made for some better quality. Whatever Tucker's mysterious soldering modification is, I may have to hit him up on that. That sounded good. Sounded way better than what I got just by plugging it in and going. Watch this, you'll see. Let's see if I can make the music play. Yeah, no, music. Hello. There we go. Clear. Now the paramotor seems to work. That's a good thing. There's the tractor. All right. Clear. A few little bumps. Nothing big. Trim tabs are holding tight. That's good. Is the footage shaky? Is it not? Who knows? It's fun recording it anyway. The Cena music is jamming pretty good. I still can't hear my own voice when I'm talking into this vlog. I'm probably screaming into it. Man, these cotton fields are ripe for the picking. Oh shit, it probably don't even look good in the camera. It's almost like snow or something. Pretty dang neat. Mic check with a big power, mic check. Yeah, this is all kind of a test too, so I don't know how much effort I want to put into this video until I know it's going to work good. Gillum Airport has got it going on. It's a pretty small strip, but there's no obstructions anywhere around it, except for these trees back here to the east. Okay, voiceover time. I'm not going to put you through any more of that torture. What I was mentioning here in the video is this development out here to the south and the one that's even further off to the left of the screen there. I looked at the XC Skies forecast models and the HRRR forecast model showed exactly this development right here in exactly the right place at the right time. I was so impressed, I was just dumbfounded. I was pointing at it and describing just how impressive that forecast model was. Mr. Brad here, he actually did some training with me on some of his initial flights, and he hired some other instructors as well, but he's turned into a pretty good pilot. He's making good decisions, doing good launches. Perfect forward launch here. The conditions had died down a little bit from my launch, and he executed that beautifully. And we did a little cross country over to the corn maze to see what it was looking like. We were battling a bit of a headwind, so it was pretty slow going, heading over that way. I decided to test the cruise control feature on the Vortex Aero throttle, and I'm not sure exactly what to do with my hands here. This is my ode to Ricky Bobby. I don't know what that black stuff all over my hand is. This is a hyperlapse. I did a hyperlapse function with the GoPro camera, and there's me chasing down Brad. He's a little bit slower than me on that Hadron XX, as is everyone in this world. That wing is so fast, y'all. Very impressive. This was the corn maze, 20 years. As soon as we got there, we had to turn around and head back. It was getting dark, and we had to engage the strobes. And I came in and did a beautiful landing. Still had a little breeze to work with. Hyper smooth, baby. Hyper smooth. Really liked it.
Hello, airplane traffic there I was dealing with for a second. I think we just hit sunset.
Yeah, that plane's gone. And I'm fitting to pack her up. That was pretty fun. Fun little XC. Glad you come along with me. I hope it worked. We'll check the footage here in a minute. Battery's almost dead. I got to do something about battery life with this setup. It's not as good as my old one with the big external battery. I'll work on that. Hey guys, much love. Kyle out. Thank you for watching the video. If you made it this far, consider giving it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more. Got some good stuff coming. Kyle out.